3.95p to 4.95. Capone's, we're so cheap we can't be beat.
You're only a day late.
Yeah, but look.
You're sticking it out.
Look at the size of these. They're huge.
Massive. Have you got your dates mixed up?
Yeah, maybe. Thing is, I keep feeling all funny and confused.
You get like that every month.
That's true. Oh, I could murder a gherkin. Oh, Clear Blue, the pregnancy test that gives you a clear yes or no in 1 minute.
Many people our age would like to do something now to help provide for funeral expenses. It's a wise idea when you consider that even simple arrangements can cost up to £800 or more. That's why Sun Life have introduced the Over 50 plan, and it's proving popular with thousands of people who are very much full of life. Provided you're aged between 50 and 80, you're guaranteed acceptance with no medical questions. From just £6 a month, you can secure life insurance that pays out a cash sum on death to help meet those final expenses or to leave to family and friends. Call now free on 0800 60 80 50, and Sun Life will send you a personal quotation. There's no obligation and no salesman will call. Apply now and an attractive gift can be yours to welcome you as a new policyholder. You can even get your first month's cover free if you act promptly. It's a marvelous feeling to know your life insurance is in order. So phone now and look forward to lifelong peace of mind with Sun Life.
Can't wait for summer? Well, here it is. Here comes summer. The new Case catalogue is bound to put you in the mood. It's packed with bright ideas for spring and summer, for you, your family and your home. Great styles, great colours and big brand names. You don't have to wait till you can afford it either. The catalogue's free, there's interest-free credit on everything, and when you place your very first order, we'll give you an incredible 20% discount. Don't wait for summer, get it with Case now. Call 0500 888 333 for your catalogue.
Morning.
Morning, Dad.
Oh, yeah, I must sort out that loan. But I can't get to the bank.
Hello! There's a new convenient way to get an unsecured personal loan. Call Lombard Direct, free on 0800 215,000. 24 hours a day. We have loans from £800 to £15,000 for almost anything, and our rates are low. One call to Lombard Direct, and you're laughing. To arrange a loan or for more information, call free on 0800 215,000.
The MFI sale means big discounts on superb kitchens and beautiful bedrooms. But remember, some great sale offers must end on January the 29th. Don't miss them.
The way we talk and listen to each other can really affect the direction our lives take. And yet it's something I wasn't taught at school.
We had an absolutely fantastic makeover here on Monday, and we were inundated with calls about it. Alex Ridgway was born with a port wine birthmark that makeup wouldn't cover until this week. Just look at that smile. We've been flooded with requests for details on the makeup that our expert used, so we put together a special fact sheet. If you want it, call 0897 188 137 and leave your name and address, or just send us a stamped addressed envelope to Concealer Makeup, and boy does it conceal. P.O. Box 1000, Manchester, M60, 3JD.
Now, it's a really big day. Talking about today's makeup, it's a really big day this Sunday for Susan and Adrian Moore and the little baby James, because you've got a big family christening up in Dudley where you come from. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. He's 5 months old, and you want a makeover for all sorts of reasons, but also because you had a rotten Christmas because poor old James was in hospital.
Yes, yeah, he was taken poorly the Saturday before, and it was just a cough and a cold at that time.
Yeah.
And then by Monday it had progressed and got worse.
Yeah.
We were given some medicine, which didn't do anything at all.
Yeah.
And then Christmas Eve we ended up going into Sandwell Hospital.
And what was it, a severe case of dribbling?
This is TV.
What was wrong with him?
Bronchiolitis.
It's heavy on the baby.
Is that the same as bronchitis or something?
Yeah, I think so. It's when the bronchioles start to go too narrow.
Right.
And yeah,
they can't
difficulty
breathe.
breathing.
Yeah. So how long was he in for?
Well, it was Christmas Day he went in, sorry, and Boxing Day. And then we came out the next day.
So no Christmas dinner for you then?
Not till Sunday after.
So did this mean delaying the christening, or would you have had the christening anyway?
Well, we'd arranged this date,
Right.
but had I known he was going to be so ill, we'd have perhaps had it a bit later, not in January.
So you want him looking fantastic, yeah?
Yes,
in great
really.
clothes, right? And
Yeah.
you just want to look really elegant and almost like ethereal.
Adrian, let's hear from you, because you're not into suits, are you? Not remotely.
Not as
What
a
do
rule,
you do
no.
for a living?
I'm a foundry moulder.
Right, so you don't wear suits for work, obviously, and
No.
you weren't going to wear a suit for this christening either, were you?
No.
Just a nice, smart trousers and...
Trousers and a shirt and a
shirt.
tie.
Right, we'll see what Andrew and Liz are going to do for you in just a second. And you've spent the entire... He's only 5 months old, and you've spent the most of the time in leggings since he was born,
Yes,
yeah?
yeah.
Like everyone, right?
Covering up the excess weight that I'd put on.
And you want to look fab. And actually, also, for James, we want something for James for this
I
Christmas,
said that, yeah. He
don't
wants to
we?
look really, really glam, a glam baby.
A glam baby.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's have a quick look over at Andrew and Liz. Are you with us, Andrew and Liz?
We certainly are. Andrew, will you stop doing your own hair? You're on now.
So she's saying I'm vain. I'm not at all. I just want to have one last look. Anyway.
No, seriously, we are ready, and we're going
All
to
right.
make our family look as pretty as a picture for the christening.
We should explain the reason the blinds go down on the mirror. You know about this, don't you? So that you cannot see the transformation as it takes place. The first time you'll see the way you all look, including him, will be when you come on the set at the end of the show, all right? And we'll all see you at the same time, and you'll see yourselves.
James, do you
No,
want
he
a
can't talk,
makeover?
do you?
Do you want a makeover? Yes, please. He does want a makeover. Right, OK, we'll see you in a minute. Susan and Adrian won't be seeing each other or themselves, as we said, until the end of the show. They're going to go off now to join Andrew and Liz. Meanwhile, John's in the kitchen, ready to start this week's menu.
Okay, guys, let's go, please. That was you in your restaurant mezzo before the haircut.
Before the haircut?
Yeah, it was all
a lot
hanging
better
down
now,
there,
isn't
wasn't
it?
it?
That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
tied
You look
up.
very sexy and dishevelled in that.
Oh.
Yeah, very sweaty. You're not,
What
are you,
goes on in your
do people call you
kitchen?
vain?
Yes.
Do they? Are
yes,
you?
my wife calls me vain, but I think I'm fairly vain. Yeah.
Oh, you've got you.
I
admit
try
it.
to be.
Yeah,
No,
good lad.
anyway.
What are you cooking?
Well, we're going to do something because it's Burns night on
Burns night
Saturday.
Saturday, yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do my sort of version of like a cockaliki, but something with a bit more salt to it. So I've got some diced potatoes, some diced Swedes, and some leeks and some all sorts of stuff. And I'm sweating those off in loads and loads of butter.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to add some vegetable stock to that and some tomato puree. Puree the whole lot together.
Right.
And just make a basic homemade soup, and then we're going to finish with something quite special.
Right.
And
So
the special thing,
a Scots influence, but very much your,
yeah, this
your
is sort
touches.
of,
OK.
well, also because you know it's Australia Day on Sunday. So we're going to put an Australian influence on. So it's Australia Day.
What happens on Australia Day? What do you do?
Well, the same thing as I think they do in Scotland. That's all they all go down to the pub, and I think they get a little bit too worse for wear, but they drink beer instead of scotch.
What, is it Australia's Independence Day or something?
It's the day it was discovered.
Oh, right.
209 years ago.
And you celebrate this, do you?
Yes.
Oh, of course. OK.
I'm actually doing something very special on Sunday for it, so... Yeah, big Australia Day lunch. I've put in here some rocket, some basil, some Parmesan cheese and some pine nuts, like a pesto with rocket in it, which just gives a bit more pepper. That goes on. Away we go. That's that one. Some olive oil and a bit of salt and pepper just to season it all up. That's ready to go. So that's our sauce. As we say, we spread it off all these lovely potatoes and everything else together, and into there some vegetable stock, which I made up earlier on. You can buy great veg stock in the supermarket now.
Well, the fresh stuff.
Yeah, just
the
little
liquid stuff.
containers. They're
I
fantastic.
know, they're great, aren't they?
Really, really brilliant.
What's
the
in
chicken
there
stock's
again?
good too.
Turnips, did you say?
Turnips,
Yeah.
parsnips, sorry, Swedes,
That's cool.
potatoes and leeks.
That's cool.
Right.
I can smell it. That's cool.
Oh, never mind.
Well, it has.
What are you saying I've burnt my food?
I'm just saying
Thanks,
it's
Richard.
cool,
I appreciate
yeah.
that. All right. Okay, we'll put that to one side, and we won't eat that one.
All right.
So then
What
we've
was
got...
that? Tomato, just
That's tomato
puree.
pommy. Do you know you've seen pommy? That's like a thick juice.
Right, puree. No,
Yeah,
it's not
well,
puree.
almost puree,
Not
but
puree.
almost
Half juice, half puree. All right, OK.
So now we've just sort of blitzed that up, but not completely or too thin. So we've got a nice sort of chunky soup, nice hearty Burns night soup.
Yeah.
Into that, I'm going to put some peas.
Gee, I
Or
love-
some broad beans.
I love your Scottish accent there.
Well, I'm very good.
Burns night.
The only thing I can do is afternoon.
No, you can't do that either,
all
John.
do that.
I can't do that either.
Right.
To finish off, I've got a bowl with some small spinach in, which is just washed from any supermarket now. And this is the thing that sort of zoops up a little bit. A bit of spag in the bottom of that.
Yeah.
Already
Then
cooked.
All cooked up, ready to go. And then a big ladle of soup.
Yeah,
Lovely.
chicken, aren't you?
This is it.
That looks really easy.
This is really simple, absolutely
But
simple,
it's the
simple.
base of the pesto and the pine nuts and the parmesan and watercress that's important.
This is, the rocket is really important to give it a big sort of
And that
boost.
goes
So
on the
put
top.
that on top,
Yeah.
you stir that in like that.
Yeah.
And then we've got a lovely
I'm impressed.
Bobby Burns night soup.
Excellent. OK, well, Judy will taste it. We've got a fact sheet, of course, but that's coming up later. And it's lamb, isn't it, for the main course?
We have got a big lamb dish.
All right, and it's whiskey and prunes for pudding, so God help all who's sailing there. All right, it's news break now, and it's holiday break, or at least your chance to win one, coming right up. You get this morning's question right, and you can pick yourself a family holiday anywhere you like in the whole of Europe. Also, what Hugh said about Liz, and what Liz didn't say about Hugh. We've got the Glammy Glam couple, and their new film coming up just before lunch.
Also this morning, the latest sexy medic from Casualty, Dr. McCaig, is a heartthrob, but the actor who plays him, Gray O'Brien, hates his new image. An appointment in the doc's surgery later today, plus how the Moore family, we just met them over there, are going to look for that christening this Sunday. We've got music from chart band Gene, and how vain is your man? Way vainer than you? Give us a ring in the phone-in and tell us some stories. There's the number, as usual. It's 0345 55 1000. We very much look forward to talking to you. That soup is absolutely fab, and we'll see you with all that after the news.
Never had much luck with relationships. The best I've had is 3 years, and that's with AA car insurance. Just goes to show where a good deal can get you. AA car insurance costs less than I thought.
Call direct on 0800 444 777.
TCP is anesthetic and antiseptic. So if you gargle with it, it can help ease colds, soothe sore throats, and stop you being hoarse.
Sterling Furniture Group, winners of the UK Furniture Retailer Award, announce a special sale offer. Huge savings, plus for 10 days only, no deposit, interest-free credit with up to 5 years to pay on all Devon Vale furniture. Yes, 5 years interest-free credit. But hurry, offer ends on February 3rd.
Is climbing your stairs more like climbing a mountain? Does getting to the top mean getting out of breath? Here's your next step. A stair lift from Acorn. They're quick, quiet, extremely safe, and a lot more affordable than you might think. So call Acorn now on 0800 19 19 19 and see how easy it is to give your life a lift.
To join World Books, cut out the coupon in the leaflet coming through your door for massive savings on the latest bestsellers. World Books, where every book is discounted.
When I won the lottery, I wondered how it would affect me. You hear stories about people going out of control. I said to myself, don't rush into anything. Spend a bit of the money on something you really like. So I bought 2 jars of Mellow Birds coffee because I really like that lovely, mild taste, and it might help me decide what to spend the rest of the money on.
Oh, well, I did win £25.
At AT Mays, we'll give you the world with huge savings on summer 97 holidays, a massive choice of destinations, and thousands of free kids places. So book now at any AT Mays shop or call us on 0990 000 888.
Introducing the latest 3 for 2s at Boots.
At Carpet-Wise this Saturday, an extra third off all our sale prices. It's one day only. A massive 1/3 off all carpets. Saturday only at Carpet-Wise.
Either you eat your breakfast or Mopsy is in the blender. He's never had a relationship that's gone beyond last orders.
Holding the baby tonight 8:30 on Scottish.
Good morning. The maverick right-winger Alan Clark has promised to behave properly following his remarkable political comeback. He's been chosen as the candidate for the safest Tory seat in the country, in spite of his controversial past.
Alan Clark has returned to the political arena in dramatic style after beating 3 rivals to win the Tory selection battle in Kensington and Chelsea.
This is an absolutely tremendous honour for me to have been chosen to represent the strongest Conservative division in the country.
The former Defence Minister's admission in his diaries to adultery didn't seem to bother his new local party supporters.
First-class man there. How he's been taken advantage of by these women, apart from his lovely wife, over all these years, and there he is coming up smiling and trumps.
Mr Clark says he's keeping an open mind about possible cabinet ambitions if the Conservatives win the general election. Neil Connery, ITN.
A newspaper editor is appearing before a judge today following the collapse of the trial of 5 IRA men and an armed robber charged with escaping from prison. Max Hastings of the London Evening Standard on the left must explain in an article describing the defendants as terrorists. The judge ruled that it prejudiced their fair trial. The father of tennis star Steffi Graf has been sentenced to nearly 4 years in prison for tax evasion. Peter Graf was found guilty in Germany of evading $12 million in tax on his daughter's earnings. Steffi Graf was cleared of any wrongdoing. Scores of police have moved in to evict the last campaigners from the path of a road scheme in Devon. Dozens of protesters are hiding in tunnels and tree houses at the camp near Exeter. Finally, scientists have discovered a link between cold sores and Alzheimer's disease. We'll have the details at lunchtime and we'll report on the part-timers who've reached the 4th round of the FA Cup. Join Dermahan, you-know-who, and me at 12:30.
Hello again, good morning. 1,500 children arrived at their school in Fife this morning to find it on fire. The fire brigade was called out at about 7:30 to tackle the blaze in a 4-storey block at Balweary High School in Kirkcaldy. More than 40 firefighters were at the scene at the height of the outbreak, which is believed to have started in a music room. Fife Council's head of education, Alex Mackay, ordered the school to be closed in order to assess the damage. It's unclear at this stage when it will be reopened. The cause of the fire is unknown, but police say they think it's accidental. Shop stewards from city councils in Glasgow and Edinburgh meet today to discuss details of a ballot on strike action in their campaign against cutbacks. Meanwhile, a national report released this morning has slammed NHS local pay bargaining, claiming that ballots for industrial action are expected to increase. Nicky Doherty reports.
Officials from Unison branches in both Glasgow and Edinburgh will meet later today to discuss the details of a ballot on strike action in protest against council cuts. The growing number of compulsory redundancies in local councils has prompted a renewed campaign that will involve longer-term action, including a series of lobbies and demonstrations due to start next month. They will also encourage community groups and the users of services to join them when they mount a mass demonstration in Edinburgh on the 1st of March. Meanwhile, a national study released today into local pay bargaining in the NHS predicts that the potential for conflict in the National Health Service has increased, with staff morale and trust in management falling.
A project aimed at alleviating the effects of heart disease gets off the ground today. The Brave Heart Project, launched at Falkirk and District Royal Infirmary, aims to determine the benefits of taking part in self-help groups for heart disease sufferers. The project is supported by Age Concern and is funded by the Scottish Office and the Health Education Board for Scotland. Practicing dentists in Scotland have the opportunity today to discuss with international experts the problems they face when dealing with one of the most common chronic diseases affecting humans. It's known as periodontal disease and affects the gum tissues around the teeth. The condition leads to tooth loss. Today's gathering of dentists at the Royal Society in Edinburgh is the first in a series aimed at integrating research to try to improve the country's dental health. And that's all for the moment. You can join Louise White and me for all the main news stories at 5 to 1 on Lunchtime Scotland today, when we'll also be reporting live from Rabbie Burns' birthplace, Alloway, in advance of some Burns Night celebrations. Also, in our showbiz slot, we'll be hearing from Tom Hanks about his latest project, That Thing You Do, which he wrote, directed and starred in. Join us then at 5 to 1. Till then, have a good morning. Bye-bye.
Almost every family around here has lost somebody.
As war breaks out, what does the future hold for the wingless bird? Sunday at 8 on Scottish.
Well, back to Friday on Scottish and the rest of this morning.
What would you risk? They're going to kill us! What would you do? You are a massive threat.